Hi students, I am Mrs. R. Ambigeshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. In this video, I am going to explain you the short story The Darling written by Anton Chekhov. Now let's see the summary of it. Olenka Plemnokyo sits on the steps of her house musing in the heat of the day. The theatre owner, Mr. Kukin, who lives in the wing of Olenka's house, worries that the coming rain will drive away more of his customers. As the days pass, Kukin grows pessimistic about the fact that he is ruined. A deep and a genuine feeling arises in Olenka, and she falls in love with a fretful neighbor. The narrator describes how Olenka has always been in love with someone, starting with from her father as a young child, and that she inspires mutual affection from most of the people she meets. Even Olenka's female friends will exclaim in the middle of a conversation, "Oh, you darling," as a way of conveying their fondness for her. Olenka's father dies, bequeathing his daughter large townhouses, and she marries Kukin. Although the couple are happy, the narrator notes that it never stopped raining, which meant that the expression of despair never left Kukin's face. As his wife Olenka helps Kukin in the box office, keeps his accounts, and manages his business, she adopts his attitudes, shares his complaints, and worries about the size of the audiences. Although Olenka and her husband live well, Kukin grows increasingly thin in concern over their livelihood. Kukin leaves to hire actors in Moscow, and Olenka is woken one night by the loud hammering boom 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 on her gate. The messenger delivers a telegram informing her of Kukin's death. Although devastated by this event, Olenka spends only 3 months in mourning before befriending Vasily Pustovalov, the merchant of a local timber yard. The narrator notes simply that Olenka liked him very much after a courtship lasting only a few days, during which time an old woman visits Olenka and convinces her of Vasily's allure. The friends marry. Soon enough, Olenka is working in her husband's office and regarding her friends and with the tales of timber prices, and though she had worked in the business for years, she dismisses the theatre as being nonsense, becomes sober and religious minded, and she shares every opinion that Vasily holds. She even encourages her new friend, an army veterinarian named Smirnin, to forgive his adulterous wife and mend their marriage for the good of his son. The Pustovalovs enjoy a comfortable, well-fed life for 6 years until Vasily catches a cold in the timber yard and dies after a prolonged illness. Olenka retreats into virtual isolation with only her cat and visits from Smirnin's to occupy her. She adopts all of Smirnin's ideas and embraces him by parroting his opinions regarding animal diseases. Olenka and Smirnin soon become lovers. Unfortunately, Smirnin is posted to a camp near Siberia and has to leave his partner absolutely alone. The lonely widow grows thinner and frets that she no longer knows what to talk about. Years later, Smirnin reappears and informs Olenka that he has reunited with his wife and a young son. Olenka suggests that the family move into her home and Olenka can live in an attached cottage. The aging widow immediately falls in love with Smirnin's 9-year-old son, Sasha, who moves in with her after his mother leaves to stay with her sister. Olenka enjoys talking to him or taking him to the school and helping him with the homework. but the boy feels smothered by his auntie's love. Olinka's moods fluctuate between joyfulness at her new lifestyle and a fear that Sasha's mother will send for a little boy. The story ends on a cryptic note as Sasha cries out in his sleep at night, "I will give you on, get out, don't hit me." Thanks for watching this video.